Not y'all done fired me over TikTok. I didn't wear my badge at work. I didn't tell what agency I worked for. So I know nobody on TikTok did the shit at all because I also worked through another company to work for where I was. So I know it wasn't y'all. So that mean one of you bald-headed bitch.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a family-friendly show.
Language.
Listen, everybody's hot underneath the collar, right? Because now people are starting to see that you just can't do anything on these internet streets. You can't just post your badge and complain about your job, especially in this economy where everyone is getting fired, where everyone's job is on the line. In this economy, imagine this. Imagine choosing TikTok with 100 followers. Even at 1,000 followers, imagine you choosing that over a steady income.
Think, Mark, think!
This is a conversation that needs to be had because in this economy, I have been blaring the alarms, telling individuals, please, please, please stop posting on social media.
Put the phone on the ground.
Please stop telling your supervisor you don't like them. Please stop telling your job by name and location. I don't like working here because you're gonna get your wish.
Don't be a fool.
But before we jump back into it, my name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Also, too, we are almost getting to that 100,000 mark. So please, please hit that subscribe button.
Like and subscribe.
Also, too, I have a newsletter that is completely free. How can you be free? You can't. And then also, if you need any commercial or investment property financing, I've been a lender for 20 years. I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment in the description.
Go crazy.
Now, imagine being mad. Imagine being mad because you got fired from your job because of an action that you did. And then blaming it on anonymous people. And then you say, oh, it can't be the group of people that are watching me on TikTok, even though they're anonymous and I have no clue who they are, and I have no clue. It could be your supervisor who literally saw you. It could be the owner of the company. It could be executive management. It could be HR. But instead, she goes back and says this.
At the agency that I worked for saw my motherfucking video and went and told somebody, and it could have been the supervisor. And all you had to do was say something to me. But you didn't do that, did you? You told all the other managers, all the shit I done did for y'all. All the days I ain't never take no lunch break for y'all. When my supervisor died, y'all treated me like management. All them girls that done cussed me out. You can't get no help as is.
After she gets fired, she goes up to TikTok, and then she's saying that it was one of her coworkers who let the cat out of the bag. That said, she's making TikTok videos. How come we can't make TikTok videos? And then instead of taking accountability and saying, I shouldn't have been making TikTok videos, I shouldn't have put myself in a position to lose my job, she moves it. She moves the goalpost. She says, it's them. It's them. You could have came and talked to me. See, this is a loyal-itis symptom. You know, she truly believes that even her employees that she has, quote unquote, aren't friends with, are her friends. Imagine saying that. Imagine saying,
these people aren't my friends, but I expect them to treat me as if we are.
Family, right?
Come on, man!
Yo, why did I forget the number one rule? These people at your job is not your friend.
If you haven't already watched that video, go watch it. But my job just fired me because they seen that video. So I want to let y'all know, you know, and I should have sued them when I had the chance. I should have sued that job when I had the chance. And I actually low-key still do have the chance because the EEOC says wait 180 days. But it's like, I don't want to take it there. But it's like, I should have listened to y'all in the car. I should have sued that job when I had the chance.
Now imagine, imagine posting and saying, the number one rule is these people at your job aren't your friend, while still negating the number one rule. While posting on social media. And you know what your job said? You're right. We're not your friend. That's the reason why we're gonna lay you off or fire you. Remember, we're not your friend because we're not. So you posted that you shouldn't have loyalty to your job to your job. That's what you posted. And then your job showed you no loyalty. Look, I can't make this stuff up. Look, these guys are posting this online. Listen, a lot of you guys say, Orlando, you shouldn't be so hard on these guys. You should. This is the truth. Let me just give you a little bit insight of the reason why I even made this video. I have consultations that I do with individuals, and I have been seeing a theme of the consultations. And that theme is people living in nostalgia. Everyone thinks that this is 2 years ago. And now that the economy is going down, and I've been telling people jobs, and more jobs, that individuals are going to be laid off. I've been saying that for the last year and a half, 2 years, along with other stuff that comes along with the housing market and finances economy. And people are saying to me,
Orlando, I know I need to make more income. It doesn't look that good, but it's because I need to make more income. And you know, what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm thinking about finding one of those jobs that's gonna give a bonus.
Oh my God!
and I say, sir or ma'am, let's have this conversation. This isn't 2 years ago. Companies are not giving bonuses. Remember when you would go to McDonald's or pass a McDonald's or a restaurant just in general, they would have a banner that would say, we're hiring and we're gonna give you a $10,000 bonus. Those days are gone. If you're using that as a financial crutch of how you're gonna get ahead, you're not gonna get ahead. And a lot of people will say, Orlando, that's too harsh. You shouldn't say that. But that is the reality. Why would I continue to tell people, yeah, sounds good, when I know it doesn't exist? It's obvious that the individual doesn't know that it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna let you know that it doesn't exist. 2 years ago is 2 years ago. Today is today.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
And before we continue on, the next thing that I want to add on to this to the video that we just got done watching is, I don't think it's a good idea to take legal advice from your followers. Oh, you definitely got a case there. You should sue them. But nobody knows. Nobody knows that you were doing this previously. You're making TikTok videos on the clock. Matter of fact, it's 4K evidence.
Let's try to get into the story time of how I literally got me and my sister fired or whatever else solely because of my TikTok videos. And before y'all be like, oh, you already know what's listen, let me explain something. Okay, so yes, I did read the handbook. The handbook said that you can't make TikTok videos inside on company's time inside the building. So what was I doing? I was making videos outside the building, still in my uniform, off the clock, on my own time, correct? Because I love when somebody try to play in my face. So everything was going smooth until you guys try to micromanage me. Now, one thing about me, I'm not about to overstep my boundaries. I'm not stepping on no toes. I know I'm not management at this store, but I also know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? When I first got in, they wasn't labeling open products. So like the almond milk, oat milk, not labeled. Sanitizer buckets, not labeled. English muffins, not labeled. Sourdough, not labeled.
I get it. She was a fantastic employee. Fantastic. Did you guys hear what she just said? She's not management. She's not management, but she knows how this goes. So my question is if you have never been management, how do you know how it goes? I mean, that's just, if you have no experience doing it, how can you magically have the experience to do it? It's like you guys getting real estate advice from the 19-year-old who has 1,000 doors. And you'd be like, I need to get advice from this guy. He's only 19 years old and he's already has $100 million worth of real estate. Oh man, this guy must know the play. That's what it's like. When I hear stuff like that, it just, it doesn't register to me. It doesn't make sense to me. So, you know, when my spider senses start going off, I'd be like, you know what? Let's just do a little bit of research, a little bit of verification. You know what people say, trust but verify, right? But I really didn't trust her to begin with. There really wasn't no trust there. But I looked, and this is what I saw just a month ago. A month before she posted, I got fired over a TikTok video. Now, I do want you to remember, let's go ahead and play back what she said at the very beginning. She said this.
Okay, so yes, I did read the handbook. The handbook said that you can't make TikTok videos inside, on company's time, inside the building. So what was I doing? This message is for Big Lotto, coming from the Big Latte herself. I know you recently made a video and a song, you know, that says something about Brokey, and you know, you kind of keep adding captions.
Not the Big Lotto challenge. Caught on 4K inside of the Dunkin' Donuts with the jacket on, with the visor.
Okay, we are cooked.
And you know, the funny thing is, it doesn't take any investigation. All I did was saw the video, went 2 videos down, and this was there. In 4K, she's lying. She's telling you guys, it was because of... Maybe Dunkin' Donuts doesn't want a representation of that. You just saw the handbook and read it line for line and then violated it. And then when they fire you, it's because of some beef that you guys had. It had nothing to do with you violating that HR policy. Even though you stated that you got fired because of that. And they told you that. You don't believe it. But listen, guys. Maybe that's not enough information for you. Maybe that's not enough verification that these corporations, these companies, these agencies, they are watching. I don't know how many times I have to say it, and I'm going to keep on saying it. These companies, guys, these companies have full departments. Let me say that again. Full departments that just look at social media. You don't believe me. You don't believe me? Okay, let's go ahead.
Well, I just got fired off my job for making a TikTok video. I'm not even sure what video they fired me over. But look, y'all be careful. I'll post a video after this one. But y'all be careful making these TikTok videos because evidently they're letting people go. So I'll share the video with y'all.
Over the past several weeks, we have noticed a pattern of behaviors that violates our company policies. Specifically, there have been multiple instances of excessive use of TikTok during work hours. As you know, our policy requires employees to remain focused on their work tasks during business hours in order to maintain productivity and ensure we do meet our goals. Unfortunately, your actions have impacted your performance and the team's overall productivity. So, unfortunately, after careful consideration and review of the situation, we have decided to terminate your employment with the company effective immediately. I know this decision is difficult news, and we want to support you during this transition.
Is that enough proof now? Is this enough proof? Look, this gentleman was saying here, he just said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but they are literally firing people because of social media posts. When you listen to the person who is laying him off, the HR person, what are they saying? They're saying, we see that you're posting on TikTok. They didn't mince words. They didn't say social media or use vaguely. They said the actual platform.
We are absolutely cooked, Dad.
And then he said it himself. Yeah, I did post blah, 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 blah. So be careful. He admitted it, and the HR team knew it too. This is what I'm saying when I say there are whole departments that do this, guys. And wow, you think it may be smart to vent on TikTok, or you think that you venting about your job is gonna make you the biggest social media star out there. Let me tell you what, I'm on social media. I make videos. This isn't easy. And anyone who tells you it is, they're lying to you. This takes time, consistency. You have to plan and strategize. You have to know what people want to see, what they don't want to see. You got to talk about things in an interesting way to keep people's attention. Just because you come on there and say, hey guys, I got fired. that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean that you can give up your job or quit your job and you're now going to be Kai Cenat. You're going to now be Mr. Beast. Come on. Keep your day jobs, guys. It is diabolical and crazy to give up six-figure jobs. And that's what we're seeing. Six-figure jobs to become a TikTok star or the social media star or a YouTube star. Are you crazy? The best advice I can give you is to do it part-time on your own time while keeping your job.
Fact. I'm sure you guys are aware of me getting fired because of TikTok at my Mercedes-Benz sales job. But do you guys want to know what's even bothering me more about this whole situation right now? Is that I was with a Spanish couple yesterday who were incredible, by the way. For 3 hours, we test drove car after car after car after car. And while my managers are all scrambling around trying to find a way to fire me for posting on TikTok, I was simply doing my job and I found these customers a car. And so after writing the whole deal, I wrote the whole deal. Again, I was with them for 3 hours yesterday. 3 hours. I wrote the whole deal up. They left a $1,000 deposit, everything, the whole nine. Thank you so much for your help. Blah, 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 blah. Tell me how after I write the whole deal up with the folder in my hand, everything in my hand, my manager wants to then come up to me and fire me. Like, what? You couldn't pull me from the situation and just fire me the 3 hours ago? Like, seriously? I don't know. I find that so disrespectful. Like, you guys really made me sell you guys another car while you guys knew you were going to fire me. That is so sad. And obviously, I've had a lot of conversations with my mother about this situation of what I should do next. And my mother thinks that since it was a locate, that I should call these customers and tell them that the car is in Manhattan. That they could go get the car themselves and get probably $3 or $4 grand off the car. Just going to Manhattan.
Sir, let me just tell you, don't do that. I know you love your mom, but don't listen to your mom on that one. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get yourself sued. You're going to lose that. Let me repeat that again. You're going to lose that case by interfering with their contracts and pushing them to, you're going to lose. I'm not even a lawyer, and I'm going to tell you, you are going to lose. If you go ahead and you do something like that, you better get ready to tell your mom to put her house up.
Wait, what?
Because you're going to have to pay for lawyer fees, and you're going to lose. Then on top of that, let's go ahead and talk about what you said is disrespectful. And the disrespect that they gave you, because they let you go ahead and complete 3 hours of work before they let you go and let you complete a deal and everything. And I think the whole thing is, when I was listening to the whole thing, all I could think of is you're missing the point. The point is, you weren't supposed to be making TikTok videos. The point is they let you go because of that. They didn't let you go because you weren't doing enough work. They didn't let you go because you weren't a good salesman when it comes to selling cars. They didn't cut you because of any of that. They cut you because you were recording TikTok videos, and it's against their company policy. And you ignored it. And then you say they were disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful for you to make TikTok videos. Maybe some of those people don't want to be in the TikTok videos. Maybe the customers don't want to be in the TikTok videos.
Oh, hell no.
Maybe your company was allowing you to do it, but then someone complained. Who knows? The point is that I'm trying to make to you guys is this. In this day and age where the economy is continuing to go down, today, as I'm recording this video, tariffs are supposed to go into effect. We have all of this stuff that's continuing to pile on. Taxes are going to new tariffs. Grocery store bills are going up. Rent is going up. All the inflation is going up. All this stuff, money, people's expenses are going up. And on top of that, income is not increasing. And with all of that happening, you decide, I'm going to go against my job, what my job policy is, and put my job on the line where they need or they're looking for a reason to let individuals off. And you say, I think this is a good time to do that. It's not. Let me just tell you right now, it's not. While some of you may think this PSA is redundant, common sense, You see from exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G that it's not common sense, guys. Even though it's in black and white, bold letters in an employee handbook that individuals read, they still think no one's looking. Anyway, if you love content like this and you want more content like this, I do exclusive content on Patreon. Please go ahead and join if that is your cup of tea. And then also too, guys, we all know you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get yourself into your first rental property. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.